harder to connect with others and maintain healthy relationships. Management. Cognitive behavioral therapy. CBT can help individuals identify and challenge ruminating thoughts, develop coping mechanisms, and change their cognitive patterns. Mindfulness-based therapies. Mindfulness techniques such as meditation can help individuals become more aware of their thoughts and detach from them. Distraction techniques. Engaging in activities that distract the mind from rumination, such as exercise, hobbies, or spending time with others. Journaling. Writing down ruminating thoughts can help to externalize them and gain perspective. Medication. In some cases, medications such as antidepressants can help.
Okay. The reason why I brought that up is because sometimes we get caught in a cycle of repeated negative thoughts. And getting caught in a cycle of repeating negative thoughts, it puts us in a position whereas that we are unable to solve the problem. And that's why there are certain therapeutic approach, such as dialectical behavior therapy, CBT. One deals with, you have to, primarily for me, you have to accept the change, break the cycle, and accept the change of being, dealing with the present, because we try to control or predict the future, and sometimes we move too fast. We just have to deal with what is going on right now in the present. And then we deal with our feelings, our thoughts, and our behavior. And when we feel a certain way, more than likely we act the manner and way in which we feel. We think a certain way, then that thinking is how, there's a strong possibility of who we are based upon what we think of ourselves. And then therefore we participate in that type of behavior. I also looked at something in reference to what was shared by you all. You was shared, and thank you, by the way. You shared something in regards of like counting on each other. Yes. We live in a society wherein when we use the word stitches, snitches, or whatever you call it, snitches get stitches or whatever. I can't say, I don't know how to say it.
I said that.
Uh-huh. I did, yeah. Yeah. Now, but
snitches get stitches.
yeah, okay. So yeah. Yeah. Well, that's extreme to me. So the deal is though, very much so, and you see how we validate that. You know what I'm saying? We can validate that, and that becomes the norm. But when it comes to your environment, when it comes to your recovery, if someone jeopardizes your recovery, you should let somebody know.
Yeah, I ain't telling, I'm straight snitching.
Yeah, you know?
It's not called snitching,
Yeah.
it's called telling.
Yeah.
The difference between telling and snitching
Yeah.
is telling.
Yeah.
It's
So,
telling the truth.
yeah, I got you. So you just gotta let, because you have to get past that old mentality, stuck in the past, man. I mean, man, this is your life, this is your recovery, man. This is you. So you gotta let someone know what's really going on, so we could try to do our best to help, solve the problem. That you can get the best therapeutic treatment that people who are in this field can offer to you. And yes, and someone else said that, you said be there for each other. And someone, talk about confusion. Yes, confusion. That's why I wanted you to read ruminating thoughts. There is a saying, if I may use it, and not to downplay what people believe in, and I use it. And not only do I use it, I adhere to it. In this manner, it says that which we call our higher power is not the author of confusion. It's not the author of confusion. So where does this confusion come from? That's why when I use or an aspect or part of the confusion, when I was dealing with ruminating thoughts, it helps you. I mean, it not helps you. You're in a continued repeating cycle of negative thinking. We want to break that cycle because the prefix of the word negative is to block, negate. That means something could be, or you're allowing something to block your process or your progress. I'm just not pointing to anything. But yes, so we want to break that. We want to break that cycle. You know what I'm saying? We want to break the cycle of going back to that which we are familiar with, that which makes us comfortable. And as it pertains to either an environment or a thinking or what have you, that which makes us comfortable. We want to break that cycle. We want to get to a point where we become uncomfortable. And when you're uncomfortable, because it represents growth. That's what it represents, growth.
Isn't that something that we got used to? We got used to chaos.
Yes.
And confusion.
Yeah, you want it.
That.
Yes.
That amazes me.
Get it. You want it. Yeah.
That was our routine,
Yeah, man. Want to break that cycle. And you know that there, if anyone ever been confined in a penal system, there could be a lot of chaos and confusion going on out there. But if you in your cell or you to yourself, you ain't participating in that chaos and confusion. The same thing applies. Those transferable skills that you used then, it's the same transferable skills you can use now. It could be some chaos and confusion in the residence. Huh? I know some of you stay away from it. It can be difficult because it's so what? Close. You
try to draw you into
there you're right.
You have to make more of a conscious effort to stay away from it than to get wrapped up in it.
There.
So I'm fine. It likes to gather up.
Ain't that something, man? It keeps trying to bring you up, bring you in.
Right.
And the more you resist, the more it gets stronger trying to what? Bring you in. It's almost like a tug of what? Tug of war.
In quicksand, the more you struggle, the more it pulls you down.
Oof. We want to do our best to try and find ways to not entertain it. And the way you do that is the word called set what? Boundaries. Set your boundaries, man. Draw the line. And say, I ain't going to participate in it. Maybe somebody may feel a certain way about you. The gentleman over there. Yeah, somebody may feel a certain way about it because he may be, because he put himself in a position, however, in the manner way in which he did it, where he could be rewarded for it. And somebody may feel some kind of way about it. That's on them, huh? Yeah. I know they made the disruptors. That's on them. They ain't got nothing to do with who. They ain't got nothing to do with you. That's on them. So what you're doing is that's a clear indication that you're possibly doing something what? Right. Amen. Because it says that if you're doing anything wrong, what they call Satan, he ain't gonna bother you. If I may use that language, but you're doing something right, they're gonna what? They're gonna bother you. I'm just using this language,
So you said if you're doing something wrong, it's not nobody. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you another example. Now, that's not the end of it all, but let me tell you something now. You ever notice that how it's easy to get caught up? You know how you can hang with somebody and it's all right. They're your friend when you're doing the stuff that they want you to do.
Good.
Yeah, but when you start changing, start doing something right,
You acting funny.
yeah.
That's like when you get, that's like for example, right? I walk past my line. I kind of going, right? I walk past, he like, look, he see that I gained my weight back, and I walk past everything. Normally time when I was in my business, I stopped, boy, yeah, boy, God damn, let me hit that right quick. I'm walking down the street, this nigga face said, what's up, bro? You got a stump? I said, nah, bro, I ain't doing that shit no more. Hey, you think better than somebody.
What? Yeah, I think I'm better than somebody.
Nah, he gotta know how to talk. It was just weird how he came down and asked me that. Like, I'm walking straight down the street. The first thing that came to the mind. What you got, son?
Yeah, I'm not trying to get into it, but sometimes, you know, you saying it, everything don't need to be fly, first of all. Second of all you gotta do is just, instead of being throwing out something negative to it, just say, man, I ain't doing that no more. You know what I mean? And keep on walking. But you don't hold nobody no explanation. Right. You know, as long as you better than yourself, man, that's what counts. You know, people gonna throw that's like a hurdle. People gonna throw stuff in front of you. You know what I mean? So I don't pay no mind anymore. You know what I mean? But I just want to get this out of the book, man. For you and Tina, for what y'all doing, for what she read, what she just said, that's where I'm at. That's where my mind at. Whatever kind of thought you called that, that's where I was at.
Ruminating thoughts, yeah.
When she read it, and I really felt that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now today.
Yes, sir.
Right now.
Yes, sir. That's
Sort
that.
of between my feelings, right?
Good stuff. I got you. That's why. I mean, you know, I don't want to say but that's what was when I was listening to you. I said, well, you know, I mentioned to look at that so we could give you something to go on.
You did.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
did.
And then we can roll from there. That's good stuff. We're doing well. Yes, you.
I want to say something to Ronnie. Remember, he ain't your man. Apparently, a downfall. You see you doing good, you try to throw something at you, you got stuff. But you know I ain't got no stuff. It's like Uncle Rick said. You don't need no explanation. You see, you said for yourself, I'm doing good. Don't try to bring me down. It's like a movie. Like you a main character in a movie. Just keep doing what you're doing, yo. And just keep going straight, because you always gonna have people coming at you every second when you going straight. So just stay straight. You got it, young brother.
We're doing well. We're doing well. We're doing well. We're good stuff.
Like that, boy. Like that. Like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
So we went over the past 2 days. For me, this is Boundaries Month. Boundaries Month for me. The past 2 days we went over. What was it? Shit. One of them was self-confidence was one of them. And the other was warning signs of relapse. Yes, we went over those two. Now, I want to go over something with you when it comes to moving forward. Also in association with healing. I'm going to come, and I come from this, I'm doing something. I want to come from this book here. In the chapter that which I'm going to deal with is issues of the heart. And you all can get me on something on this wise. Watch this here. The facilitator's principles. Now you all can get me on this one. See if you'll get me on this one. One is to be a guide, not a lecturer. I'm going to tell you why y'all give me one. Encourage conversation and reflection and participation. 2, create safe space where confidentiality and respect are essential. 3, balance head and heart. connect with ideas, theory, to live experience and practice. 4, focus on transformation, move from information, reflection, and action. The reason why I say that, which one of them do you think y'all can get me on? I'm just using this as an example.
What you mean get you to? He's saying which one he just which one he just read?
I would say the one, guiding that lecture.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that was one. Yeah, you give me. Yeah. I can't help. But I try to tell you something. I'm not trying to justify anything.
Trying to guide with your lecture.
That's all I try to do. That's all I try to do, you know. Because sometimes what I'm seeing though, sometimes people need a spark. You know what I'm saying? And I try to counter the traditional stuff. You know, because we go down, we say, no, I'm with all that, fine. But sometimes people need some a spark, some motivation, you know, some inspiration or something. They need it. So that's what I try to do. Bang. So while at the same time, I'm still encouraging you. I'm encouraging you to have conversations with who? With each other, or we have conversation with one another. But these are certain principles that I concluded, if I may use the word I, that one should follow. Because some people can take their position too far. Really, they can. And at the end of the day, we would see that it would be all about who? Them. Yeah. Now people can look at me and think that's the case. Now, what I am doing, maybe I'm doing some self-conviction. What I do is I have concluded that you and I are one and the same. Right. That's what I'm not trying to use words. Really, I'm not trying to use words. I'm not. Because I don't go about trying to deprive or downplay nobody. But if I see something festering, I'm going to get that shit up from the what? From the root. If I see something growing, I should say. Because I don't want to do what? Spread.
I got you.
Because it'll mess up the group as a whole. Because like, I won't single, I'm not, when I see something, I'm not necessarily singling you out. If you see how I roll, I'll take you out to the side and talk to you. Because it ain't meant for what? Everybody. It ain't meant for everybody. This is how, you know, men and women should know, go about doing things. Everything ain't for what? Ain't for everybody. Yeah, man. Because that can be offensive to some people. And it can be offensive to the one that already he or she is already hyper defensive. That will even more offend that individual. Huh? Yeah. That makes sense?
Yeah.
No question. Yeah. Yeah. No question. Yeah. It's all right. I see. I got you there. Well, yeah. So let's be clear with that. So what we're going to do today in this wise, as that is a foundational stone, we're going to build on that when it comes to moving forward and realizing healing on your paper. Healing is not just the restoration of the body or mind. It is the remembering of who we are and what and where we belong and why we what? Why we matter. Ain't that something, man? Huh? You matter. What has happened in the society in which we live, people say, you only matter based upon when we tell you matter. Huh? That's some serious stuff, ain't it, man? You don't exist until we say you exist. Ain't that something, man? Huh?
It's real. I mean, I know what's happening.
Yeah, ain't that something, man? So that means that that means that you're allowing someone else, they determine how much value you have. And your value is unlimited. So you have to not become parlay to that when you accept that. And you don't accept it, but you just may not know how to deal with it. And the way that you deal with it, you say it's more to me than meets the eye, of course. But then you start to go through in isolation. You start creating these ruminating thoughts, focusing on the negative. The next thing you know, you compound the problem by doing something what? Foolish. If I may use that language. Because you know it's more to you than meets the eye. Who don't want better for themselves? I know I do. Always say we got to work on being better and being less bitter. But even though something is bitter, it don't mean that it ain't good for you. Let's say if some of y'all drink something bitter, is prune juice bitter? Is prune juice good for you?
Yeah, it's right. Good for you.
Yeah. I mean, y'all ain't old, y'all don't drink prune fruits?
Like
I think it's better than
better.
It's not?
Yeah.
It ain't? It's sweet? Shit, see, I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, what about, what's bitter that's good for you?
Lemon.
Okay, there you go, Yeah, man. It's good for, yeah, it's good stuff, Yeah, good stuff, man. Hey, even,
I love with some sugar.
you know what? Grapefruit juice, I like it too. I like grapefruit juice. Well, yeah, but you know, it's almost like taking medication. May not taste good, don't mean it ain't good. What? Ain't good for you. I'm not, telling nobody what to do or anything. But yeah. So, but yeah, man. So I said prune. Obviously, I don't drink prune juice because I said bitter. Hey, but I know the old people drink prune. They tell me. I'm not trying to talk about older people.
I thought you were old.
Oh yeah,
Now you letting up on your secret.
Yeah.
You kind of dyeing that hair white at nighttime. You're older than you are. Right.
Oh man.
You got your number now.
Yeah.
You old, but you look young. I think you old, but you look young.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yo, old, but I
You
look
gotta try
young.
harder to look older.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you're saying. We ain't buying it.
Oh man, well that's good stuff. So, well yeah, that's good shit. There we go.
Especially if you ain't drank no fruit juice.
Yeah, fruit juice. Well, yeah, something goes with that too. So here we go now. Something goes with that. Now, y'all got your paper in front of you. Let's move forward in this wise. All right. Read the opening statement where it says healing.
Healing is not just
Restoration.
restoration of the body or mind. It is the remembering of who we are, who we belong, where we belong, next time, and what and why we matter.
Let's look at that, good people. Let's look at that. When you look at the word restoration, what does that mean to you all?
Restore.
There we go.
Bringing something back to us now.
Oh, here we go. That's what we want. We on it. So we want to restore. It says it's not just about the restoration of your body. That's what you read, right? It is a body or mind, it says. It said it is the remembering of who we are, one. Then two, where we belong and why we matter. Let's go to number 2.
Negative.
No, not that. Where we belong. Where we belong. Do we belong here?
Yes. I say yes for me.
I do as well, yes.
That's a tricky question.
Let's elaborate on it. Why do you belong, where you belong right here? Why you belong here?
So we can get right
I
to
figured you-
Oh, you got
I
it.
figured I belong here.
Yeah.
I belong here because I had lost my sense of direction. Like, you know what I mean? I knew there's better things for me than it is than I've been treating myself. learning to treat myself much better. You know what I mean? So I think that this is a good place for me. That's why I haven't left. That's why I'm not intending to leave. I'm gonna try my best not to get put out. But we know shit happens at one point or another. But right now I'm not gonna put no negative thinking in it. I'm gonna keep thinking positive about it because I'm being helped. Thanks for letting me share that.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Where we belong, our decision making, poor decision making.
Okay.
What it is.
I got you. Good point. Good point. Anyone else?
I was gonna say the same thing, so.
Go ahead.
My life became a little unmanageable. So yes, I belong here to get myself back on track.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyone else?
I'm gonna keep it simple. I have a substance abuse problem,
Mhm.
and this is a substance abuse facility. You know, I know that right now, if I went outside anywhere and somebody pulled out a pipe, you know what I mean? If I was by myself, and not a part of the program, I wouldn't be able to just not. I would like to think I would, but I wouldn't. That's why I still am here. You know what I mean? Because I know if I stay involved and I have other people that are counting on me and that I'm accountable to, then I'm not going to pick up, right? And for right now, that's what's working for me.
Awesome.
Yeah, right now, I feel I'm in the right spot. I'm getting help with my substance abuse, and then I'm getting help with my mental health as well. So I can't complain one bit. I mean, I'm nipping the bud at both of them. So I can't wait to see how good I'm feeling next month and the next month. If I keep, taking it one day at a time.
Good.
That's serious.
And not being a part of the program, I mean, for me anyway, I moved myself away from Baltimore to try to remove that, temptation. But it just made me lonely, right? Because then I'm hours and hours away from anybody that I know, and I don't know anybody in the area. I'm not going to the bars to meet new people because I don't want to be drinking. You know what I mean? At least this way I'm meeting new people. I'm meeting people through, NA, and hey, maybe you go to one AA meeting for 6 months and you only meet one person in there that you really get along with. That's still one person that you met that you now, have as part of your network. And I know that I can't do it by myself for an extended period of time. I'm still learning how to do that, and that's why this is a good place for me, because I get socialization, I get a feeling of community, and I'm not lonely. You know what I mean? At any time I feel lonely, all I gotta do is open my bedroom door and look around and I find somebody that I know because of the program that I'm in.
Good point. Very, very good point. Because
Proud of you.
what you say now?
I was like, one of the many beauties of this program is always finding somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
So you're saying that this specific program that you're in, you're showing some gratitude. You're thankful for. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Because do y'all agree that your net worth is based on your network? I don't know how to say it.
Yeah,
Oh, is your network?
your net worth is based on your network.
Yeah.
I guess
So the more people you know that around you, and if they're, have value, then, if you only know one person, you're not gonna be able to find a job as easy, find schooling as easy, find opportunities as easy. Than when, 100 people that are all employed or in different, events around town, you're gonna find things to do, you're gonna find easier work, you're going to increase your own net worth based on the pool that you're working with. And that's why they say your net worth, equals your net worth.
Yeah.
I think net worth is worth more than net worth. Net worth is worth more than net worth. I say that because it is incredibly difficult to find people to trust, and My grandfather said it best. You can only fit your good friends in one hand. And I just think it's priceless when it comes to the camaraderie you get within these groups. Whereas net worth, money comes and goes. I'm happy. I'm broke, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you sound like you're being very practical.
I think also we have to remember that your network, what Taylor's saying, about having a good handful of friends is invaluable. That is true. But having a network, not everyone in your network has to be your friend, right? Everyone in your network can just be your associates, people that you know, people that you recognize, and the larger your pool of people that you know, and that, that's why they say it's about who you know, not what you know a lot of times, because they might say, oh, you looking for somebody to DJ at your party? I know a girl that, she does that all the time. Let me give her a call. Hey, Tina, my buddy, and then that's how, the network works, and that's how you end up, that's why you end up having money. Now, is friends more valuable than money? I agree with you, of course, yes. But you also have to look at who you circle yourself around, because when they say if you hang out in a barbershop long enough,
Hold
you'll
on.
get hair.
Okay, good.
I just wanted to say, definitely, in my experience, my network has definitely affected my network. The more people I know, back at home and stuff, that's how I've gotten jobs before, is from knowing people around the neighborhood,
So,
my experience.
it's two things that come to my mind. One is that it says that all that shine ain't gold. Right. That glitter, all that glitter ain't gold. And two is the importance of a strong support system. Yeah, they help you. That's those, because someone could give you a job opportunity or something to that effect, but there may not be. You have to go in there knowing not only what you represent, but what you're going there to get from it.
Right.
Because if you don't go in there knowing, I'm just using an example, knowing what you get from it, then somebody else can bring you in and you don't know what you're going there getting from it, and you wind up getting something that you really don't want, you really don't need, or you really don't want, wherever way you want to put it. But what I'm hearing is common theme of the importance of a support system. So that's why when we come together here, whatever it is, that we want to make sure that we don't be interacting with enabler partners, we interact with accountability partners. We don't want to be interacting with some people that ain't serious about, their recovery. And I'm not saying anyone ain't, but I'm just saying that some people could be a little more serious than others. Can you be too serious about this?
No. But this is your life. This is your life. Can't go good. So it's not like it's a game, something that you start over again anytime you make a move and fix it. No, I don't know. You might not get there.
May I get that chance, yeah.
Not guaranteed.
Yeah, not guaranteed, right. All right, good stuff. Now, it says number 2, you want to read that?
Navigating inner barriers to recovery. Overcoming fear, self-doubt, and building confidence for lasting change.
That's what we want to do, okay? When it comes to healing and moving forward, we want to navigate the inner barriers to recovery. And what are they? You want to overcome what? Fear?
Self-doubt, building confidence for lasting change.
These are the inner barriers that one has come to conclude is the fear, the self-doubt, and the lack of confidence. The fear of lasting change. Amen. Read number 3.
Recovering from addiction is more than a physical journey. It requires a deep commitment to personal growth, facing inner obstacles, and transforming self-limiting beliefs. Many individuals find themselves struggling with internal barriers such as fear of change, low self-acceptance, a lack of self-assurance, and misalignment of confidence. These issues, rooted in negative self-perception and fears, can hinder progress and make it difficult to embrace the transformational power of change.
That's a lot there. That's a lot. I must admit. Let's look at that now. Because remember, the inner barriers we're trying to overcome is fear, self-doubt, and let's say lack of confidence, and you could be fear of lasting change.
Right.
Because you may change temporarily, but it doesn't what? It doesn't last. You may change temporarily, but it doesn't last. I'm talking about being free from substance use. It says recovering from addiction. Recovering from addiction. And I realize for me, addiction, people are, for me, you don't mean that so, people are addicted to being disoriented. Go ahead.
I think that's why it's so important for, just speaking for me, and I'm sure others can relate, to be comfortable in this kind of setting, because I remember the first time I went to rehab, when you don't know nothing about what you're really dealing with, all the thing you're worried about is not feeling like shit. That withdrawal, you know what I mean? And that's the only thing you can really concentrate on. That's the only thing I concentrate on is that, getting through that withdrawal, that physical part of it.
Yeah.
While you're going through that, I wasn't paying attention to nothing, you know what I mean? Like everything went in one ear out the other, But once I got right, you know what I mean? And not worry about that, then I can actually focus on, the internal.
My man.
And actually listen.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That was my experience.
Yeah, because you're processing that as we speak. So yeah, that's good stuff, man. You really are. So good stuff. Thank you. It says recovering from addiction, and you don't want to. Remember, we did with ruminating thoughts earlier. You don't want to. Excuse me. Good gracious. You don't want to keep repeating that negative cycle. That negative cycle over and over and over what?
Again.
And over again. Hey. What's really going on? All right. Recovery from addiction is more than a physical journey. Let's be clear. It requires a deep commitment to what? Personal growth. Facing inner obstacles and transforming limiting beliefs. You don't want to limit when you come to not only who and what you believe in, but I'm talking about primarily believing in yourself.
That's right.
And don't be around people who limit you believing in what you believe in when it comes to believing in yourself, when it comes to you overcoming addiction and recovery, when it comes to you changing your life. Some people always try to punch what holes in you. That's why you got to armor up. Go ahead.
So transforming self-limiting beliefs, that would be like limiting yourself, like talking bad about yourself.
No question. Don't do it. That's right. That's a part of it. That's right. Don't do it. You hitting on it. Obviously, this is resonating with you. It's the second time or third time you're commenting on it. You're chiming in on it. Because when I said about 5 minutes, this is what you're experiencing. And a lot of times we do that, and that causes us to what? To pick up. Ain't that something, man? So we're on, and that says, many individuals find themselves struggling with internal barriers such as fear of what? Of change. Low self-acceptance, a lack of self-assurance. If you know, those two are common themes of mine. We went over this yesterday, you know. Self-acceptance and self-assurance. Misaligned of what?
Misalignment of confidence.
Because if you're sure of yourself and you accept yourself, it's like when you go to get your car, what? A line. It should what? It should line up. Ain't that man? That's why I asked you all about 2 days ago, what do you value? If you value something, it should line up. If you value yourself, it should line up. If you're sure about yourself, you accept yourself, you have self-esteem and self-confidence, all that should line up. By way of what? Not only what you think, by your behavior. These issues are rooted in negative self-perceptions. You mentioned it earlier. Of how you see yourself. That's why I always try to get you to confront. I encourage you to confront your difficulties. Because the more you confront it, the less difficult it becomes. And that's the basis of, I give credit to it. Out of difficulty comes ease. Got to give credit where credit due. Yep. And fears. It says it could hinder your what? Your progress. And make it difficult to embrace what I'm trying to see. This is possibly what is hindering your what? Your progress. Including, I'm included, my progress. If I don't deal with it, confront it, and address it. And I'm talking about the fear, self-doubt, confidence, and lasting change. Keith Sweat did a song, Make It Last for what?
Forever.
Make it last forever, man. And I'm talking about making it last forever. I'm talking about this change that we are making in our lives. Make it last forever. Don't make it temporary. I don't ain't no big deal about it, and I'm not downplaying anyone. I know women when they go to the store, they get a perm. A permanent. What's it called?
Perm.
Yeah, perm, whatever it's called, perm. It's temporary. I mean, why they call it perm? It ain't permanent, you know. Yeah. Yeah, good stuff.
Never going that way.
Yeah, all right. But the difficult is that we want to embrace what? Embrace the transformational power of change. This is what we want to embrace. If you are not embracing the transformation power of change, then it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not lasting. You have to totally what? Embrace it. But you have to accept it. The first thing you got to change the perception of how you see yourself. Once you change the perception of how you see yourself, you'll see how you see yourself in the world. Read the next one. In the Dictionary of Recovery. You see it?
Okay, and addiction of recovery is essential not only to understand these barriers, but to develop strategies to overcome them. The process involves this process involves fostering self-compassion, building confidence through intentional practice, and finding healthy, positive ways to stay motivated and in this guide, we will explore the primary internal challenges faced in recovery, their root causes, and practical solutions. Additionally, we will provide resources that support the journey to a healthier, more fulfilling life.
That is some good stuff. Let's look at that now. Let's look at that. You on it?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Here we go. It says, in addiction recovery. It is essential not only to understand these barriers, but to develop strategies to overcome them. This process involves, which means you got to get what? Engaged.
Engaged, right.
Huh? Fostering or nurturing self-compassion. The key word says, key says self what? Compassion. For who?
Myself.
There you go. Then when you nurture the self-compassion about yourself, then you're building confidence through intentional practice. In the business world, people in the business world, they in it for a profit, ain't they, man?
Always.
Right.
And they are what about it? Intentional about it. Ain't they, man?
Yeah.
So you should be intentional about trying to create embrace the transformational process for change and make it what? Last for what?
Yeah.
Good for
Be intentional about it. And finding what? Healthier, positive ways to stay motivated. That's the key. You on it, you on it. It says, internal and face and recover. It says, and stay, let me back up. Let me slow down a little bit. And finding healthy, positive ways to stay motivated. So it's saying, if you are not dealing with the internal barriers, you have not found healthy and positive ways to stay motivated. For what? For lasting change. Okay. In this guide, we will explore the primary internal challenges faced in recovery, their root causes, and practical solutions. Additionally, we will provide resources that support the journey to healthy and more fulfilling life. Key resources of overcoming inner barriers in recovery. Read number 1.
Self-help books and guides. The gifts of imperfection by Bernie Brown offers insight into cultivating self-acceptance and self-compassion, which are critical of overcoming self-doubt. Atomic Habits by James Clear provides practical advice on building healthy habits and making small changes that lead to lasting transformations. Keep going.
Stop right there. All right, stop right there. Okay, let's look at here now. It says self-help books, right?
Wow.
The Gifts of Imperfection by Bernie Brown offers insight into cultivating self-acceptance, self-compassion, which are crucial for overcoming self-doubt. It's crucial, man. Crucial is a serious word, you think?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Because the situation or the condition can be what? Critical.
Quick.
Atomic Habits by James Clear. He said this is a self-help book. Provides practical advice on building healthy habits and making small changes that lead to lasting what? Transformation. These are some of the books that you probably can look at and read. Number 2, read that, somebody.
Therapeutical programs. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is an evidence-based therapy that helps individuals reframe negative thought patterns, reduce fear of change, and increase self-assurance. Motivational interviewing, MI, is a therapeutical approach that encourages individuals to explore their motivations for change and address oblivions in a non-judgmental way. Many addiction treatment programs integrate MI to help individuals find their intrinsic motivations for recovery.
Okay, stop right there. Hold it for a minute. Now, remember I said,
What's that mean, intrinsic?
y'all want to help them out in that? That which is inside of you.
Okay.
Amen. Because it is your inherent, it is your internal what? Internal what? Value. Because that's why I said that my mission is to promote the value of self-worth. So we got to go in on what? On the inside, because we don't feel so good on the inside because we're dealing with those, we're trying to navigate those internal what? Barriers of fear, self-doubt, lack of confidence. It is something that you were what? Born with, intrinsic. It's based on, I'm not trying to use the word, it's based upon ontology. Ontology is it is like an affirmation from within.
Ontology.
Ontology, yeah. The very being of who you are. That's why when Dr. King says about emancipation, he says the black people, Negro, must go inside and paraphrase, he must sign his own emancipation proclamation. Means he got to go inside what?
Self.
Number 3, support groups, online communities. Who want to read that?
I'll read it. Smart Recovery, a self-empowering addiction recovery program that focuses on self-management and building confidence through community support and practical exercises. Refuge Recovery, a Buddhist-oriented recovery community that emphasizes mindfulness, self-acceptance, and self-compassion practices to support recovery.
All right, read number 4.
Mindfulness and meditation resources, Headspace and Calm. These apps offer guided meditation and mindfulness exercises which can be particularly helpful in managing fear, building self-awareness, and enhancing resilience. The Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction, MBSR program. This program teaches mindfulness practices that can help individuals become more present, reduce anxiety, and cultivate self-compassion.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Number 5.
Number 5, journaling and reflective tools. 5-minute journal, a simple journal that promotes daily reflection on positive affirmations and gratitude, and helping to build self-acceptance and motivation. Daily affirmations and goal setting plans, tools that reinforce confidence and keep motivation aligned with recovery goals.
Now, as we read those, when it comes to healing and it's not just restoration of the body and the mind, but remembering of who we are, where we belong, and why we matter, and navigating inner barriers in recovery, overcoming fear, self-doubt, and building confidence for lasting change. And then we just went over 5 key resources that you can use for overcoming the inner barriers.